Welcome to another fREShCS tutorial. Today we will talk about the importance of the right refrag behavior in CSGO. Stay tuned. If you want to get better in CSGO, you need to work on every single basic skill. And one essential factor in my eyes is the refrag behavior. To trade your teammate or to get those entry frags and win the duels. And here are some situations from ONYX main versus Navi Junior. I can show you to get some experience out of it and learn how it is done right by watching some pro plays. The situations and rounds I can show you today were taken out of the quarterfinal matches. Navi Junior versus ONYX in the Y Game Pro Series, June 2022. In the first situation, I can show you a deal buy from ONYX, and this is the first interesting example. Camion is just going on the left side, contacting forward in the connector, going for the kill. He's searching for enemies together with Bodito, who holds the anchor. So you can say spacing is an important factor. And this is a, I can say, basic setup. The first player knows, maybe out of team communication, I will contact forward and Bodito says, I hold you. That's just basic spacing communication. And Camion is going for the kill, just checking, and he hears the CT stepping ahead of him, and he's going for the first duel. Right next to him, after he won the duel, Bodito coming, and there it is, the first, you can say, trade found place in this round. And here, Hattrick fighting against Bodito, but Bodito here a little bit faster and trades his mate perfectly. So yeah, you can only refrag when you are there. If Camion contacting alone, that's not possible. So yeah, refrag behavior consists of 2 players at least. So team play is an important factor out of it. In the follow-up round, ONYX finally got some money to execute the A spot, and here is Bodito, who's playing an entry, and his job is to find the opening duels, create space and information where the enemies are. So here he gets the upper hat-trick killed, and then he is killed from 4-6. So the CT refragged his teammates and defending the spot. Let's watch from another POV the scenery. The job from MSN is here to throw a lot of flashbangs and getting the refrag of Bodito. I would say Camion, Slant and MSN have the task to get the refrag to execute on the spot, of course, but here the refrag, the important one, came from MSN, who traded his teammate Bodito, who was an entry. So you can say refrag successful. The game advanced in the timeline, so ONYX is in the lead with the score 8-6, and there you can see MSN Coolio defending the afterplant, and yeah, Hattrick smoking the bomb. MSN got a nice positioning here together with Coolio. You can see Coolio is holding the back of MSN, who is holding the bank area, and there's positioning with a lot of trust. The trust is important while you are in a team to get the right refrag situation, the right refrag outcome, because Coolio is peaked here and MSN just needs to listen to his headphones and kill Hattrick, who has an AWP and no chance to recover the shot to flick MSN in this situation. Not every situation is perfect, so at least we can learn out of these situations to prevent such mistakes. And here is Coolio and Bodito together. They know and hear that Demon is waiting in the stairs area, and they want to double peek him. And you can see, you can watch together. Demon gets both kills because it was out of bad spacing. Now I show you the POV from Demon, Navi Junior, and in his eyes, it's not an and difficult frag to do. And he's just waiting. He knows that somebody is on the default area and that both guys decide to swing him. And he just needs to spray, and yeah, Bodito and Coolio are dead. What can he do to prevent this? Maybe the first player, so Bodito, should have swung out a little bit wider with a Ferrari peak, wide peak, and then Coolio should have peaked only close. Or both players should have split up left and right side to fight him, that his crosshair needs to travel a lot bigger angle. Yeah, but next time in hectic situations, maybe the guys have the right decision. Und du kannst dann, was kann ich sagen? Ne, passt schon. Double Peak oder was weiß ich. Alles gut, passt. Double Peak kannst du, glaube ich, irgendwie, wenn ich Double Peak sage, kannst du das dann mit reinschreiben. Ich schreibe dir die Texte da rein, wenn ich das sage. Irgendwie dick einblenden, also nicht zu dick, einfach irgendwie, dass man sieht, so mittig, worum es geht. CT Trades here in round 18. An interesting trade setup is ongoing, and you can see Camion playing all in on this angle, swinging, and even if he's flashed, he just prays and sprays while he's flashed, and so MSN directly swung out and can do the work to refrag his teammate. And he is in an all-in position, and the trust is all in MSN with his successful trades. In round number 20, Bodito and Slant, they knew they just have full eco against them or enforced by, and they are confident to getting those opening trade kills. Bodito is contacting here in his POV. He waits for the steps, killing the first one, making some damage on the second and third, and he falls. And now the in-eye from Slant. Slant is just watching and the left side and having the back of Bodito. He's covering him, getting the kills on the left and supporting with his shots from the distance. And then with the USP, he has the easiest frag of his life in round number 20. This situation is very interesting because Bodito is just going alone into the con area. And yeah, he's very aggressive here, nading the door for his teammates. I will show you the reason why soon. And then he is killed by a double peek, a good trade from the T's. And when you go into the POV of Coolio, he has a lot of map knowledge and he knows the meta is that you can support your con player with these wallbangs. And so he gets the frags, at least the frag on the refrag on the enemy and some damage on the second one. So due to map knowledge, everything is possible. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Of course, not every time you can trade properly, and yeah, one reason is of course the op. And if you have a player like Slant here, getting cocking angle against the B short area, he knows how to click heads. And now it's already 5-on-2, and if you have the angles, if you have the reaction time and reflexes, it's an easy one to get those kills, and basically no trade is possible. Here again, the power of AWP angles. Imbalanced, but just imbalanced when you don't have flashbangs. Good wallbang from Slant here, repositioning, getting the enemies one by one, falling back, and no trade attempt from Navi Jr. here. Then the third one. And the round is over due to the 3 frags Slant has done. That's it with the content from today from ONYX versus Navi Jr. on Overpass. And now I want to summarize everything to repeat it for you, that you can keep it in your mind. It is important. These factors are very important if you're going for the trade kills. At first, I want to mention the spacing. If you have good spacing, the attempts could be more successful. You don't have to line up for the enemy who's just spraying and praying. And of course, the team coordination is an important factor that you don't get into this spacing. You can feel it after playing a lot, but you can see, you saw it in the 2-1 after plant, that sometimes you need to figure out in which situation you need to double peek, for example, or you peek 1.5 seconds after you mate peaked, so you don't line up, for example. And of course, there is an important one like communication. You need to communicate when to peak. Sometimes if you are lucky or you non-verbally communicate with each other out of experience, you don't need to speak as much. But yeah, if you are honest, the most players play random with random guys or with just pre-made friends or not in a professional team. And an important one is to the positioning. You need to figure out where to position smartly, that your teammate has you back, for example, or the enemy cannot shoot you in the back while you going for the trade. So it's important that you have, for example, a crossfire attempt, as you can see in the situations from the CT trade setups. And the most important factor is, in my eyes, when you have a teammate, the trust. You maybe laugh when you're going into a prem queue and you need to trust your teammate, but it's a random mate. If you have a teammate, a friend, or a teammate in your team, in your specific organization, then you need to have trust to build up, to get success in your team chemistry, of course, and in the refrags. And next video will be maybe more from ONYX and maybe from teams like 9C, who has a good run. But I'm fresh from ONYX, so I show you, of course, good ONYX games and good contents to improve yourself. And always think about it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. fREShCS out. Check out Twitter if you want to contact me due to coaching. I'm free. Lancer coach, fREShCS from Germany, speaking English, of course. See you. Bye bye. Thanks for your interest.